it's Heidi and welcome to Crafted and Company. Today's video is been a long work in progress. So basically, I'll give you a quick breakdown. I think I'm gonna call this a trash to treasure video because in my opinion, that's exactly what it was. This was my daughter's. She had it in her first apartment. She was like 19 and she's in her like 37 now. I think she's 37. So that's how old this is. And finally one day she decided, as she was an older adult, that she wanted to go more farmhousey, kind of more of a modern farmhouse. So that's how she decorates now. She was just gonna throw it away. Well, I couldn't bear. Maybe because it was my daughter's, she had it in her first apartment. I don't know, but I was just like maybe a little sentimental about it. Still could have hope, so I just couldn't see it going into the garbage. So I was determined to do everything I could to kind of bring it more to today. And I knew that, you know, somebody would love it. As I started working on it and it started coming to life, you know, in this new creation. I have 4 daughters. My second to youngest, she saw it and she's like, wow, you know, she has a family room she hasn't really done anything with. She recently bought a sectional for it, but she hasn't done anything with it. And so she was maybe envisioning it in her family room. Well, so then my focus changed and I'm like, okay, instead of selling it, you know, I'll give it to Tessa. I'll give it to my daughter. It'll stay in the family, not like it's an heirloom by any means, but I thought, you know, if I'm gonna put the money into it and do all of this work, you know, labor of love at that point, right? So I'm just like, okay, so I will give it to Tessa. So I got it all done, and the photos at the very end, originally I didn't do any staging at my home because she was gonna take it home, get it all set up. She decorates beautifully, and she was gonna put the TV on the stand and do everything. And then she got it home and she changed her mind. She changed her mind, and it wasn't that she didn't like it. She has a 3-year-old and she has carpet, and she just wasn't sure if she wanted to be, and she's very minimalistic, and there's all those shelves she'd have to put stuff on, and she just thought maybe now's not the time for her to have a shelf like that with pretties all over it and stuff he can knock over and knock over the shelves. She's just, all this stuff started going through her mind. She's like, Mom, why don't you just sell it? So she had already taken it to her house. So at that point, I'm like, well, we're not hauling it back here. So we never fully got it staged properly. She took some photos for me to list on Marketplace, and it sold in a day. It sold in just a few hours, but they picked it up the next day. I mean, and so I'm disappointed that I didn't get my normal videos or photos. So she did her best to get some photos for me. I think at the time we both kind of forgot, look, I needed video for you know, for my video. And so yeah, I hope you guys, you know, will enjoy the video. Learn that you can literally turn something that's about to go into the trash into what, you know, a treasure. And I really think it turned out great. I definitely want to hear your thoughts, and so tell me, you know, what you think, and enjoy the video. paint. So I started using Bear products, and I absolutely love the coverage. And so I got a flat, but let me show you the color. So excuse the shape of my sample piece because my dog got it. But it's called Rustic Taupe. It is a Bear color. So I think that's gonna look really good. Okay, so I know the lighting isn't that great, but I have 2 coats. I got one on film, and that's what I usually do. I'll usually just kind of film the first one, and then, you know, not much changes between the first and the second, honestly. So I'm like, let's not bore them. So anyway, so all I have to do now is let this dry. Then I'm going to move it to the side because we're not ready to do the wood embellishments on it yet. So it needs to dry, and then I will start painting the 2 bookcases or shelving things, display, whatever you want to call them. I will start painting those next, and then once I have everything painted, then I will go back and do the wood embellishments. And that's when I think it's really going to make the piece just like pop and give it a whole new look. So I'm super excited. Keep watching. Okay, so this is the original color that I was painting. And when I look at it, it just looked too light. Now, against white, and, you know, it looks darker. But this is the Rustic Taupe. I really thought this was going to be it. But for some reason, when I... Excuse this drying piece of bread. But anyway, it just wasn't quite dark enough. This was the Rustic Taupe, like I said. And then I went back to... Now, look, you guys, this is not the ideal way to do things because these are like $15 a can. So if I plan on selling something, you know, this is ultimately just putting more money. I think I'm trying so hard to get it perfect because I want to love it. And if I love it, I'm going to possibly keep it. If I don't love it, then I'll sell it. And I don't think I would have loved it at all with this. So I did go It's, you guys might laugh at me, but it is just, it is darker. And I think I just needed maybe a little more brown and less taupe. This is a little bit more brown, and I feel like I needed that. And this is gonna be the stain, and I just think that's gonna look so nice next to that. So I think that's really important. Not that the rustic taupe looked horrible, but I like that this has a little more tan in it and not so gray. I still have a long way to go, but I just wanted to kind of go over that with you guys because, excuse my mess. I actually had a clean kitchen earlier. But anyway, so yeah, so now we have this, and it is called Otter Tail. Otter Tail. So I'm thinking that this is gonna be what I love. And I went and got some more of this, which I absolutely love. So that was not a cheap little trip to Home Depot. Almost 50 bucks out the door, really. It was like, so I'm getting more money put into it, and I hate doing that. But I don't have any money into the pieces themselves, so that's good. I also had to pay almost $18 for this, 10 something for that, so that wasn't cheap. But yeah, so anyway guys, let's keep rolling. Okay, so you guys might be laughing. You'll see the little shadow there. I don't know if you could tell while I was painting that it is a different color, but I promise you it is a few shades darker than it was, and I'm loving this color so much more. I'm not getting those pink undertones that I was getting with the other, so you guys can laugh at me all you want, but I promise you this is so much better.
am getting ready to stain all of this with our Western Oak by Varathane. So we have all of these stained. I did the first 4 and I'm like, I'll be here all night. This drying, and I love how that turned out. So beautiful. It's just gonna look so good. I was just telling my daughter, because she just didn't think I could do anything with these pieces, and I said, I think I can make this thing look beautiful. And I told her I might even keep it. And she goes, yeah, but it's not as nice as what you have. And she's right. I mean, it's not. And so maybe I will, you know, make that piece more like these colors and do a solid wood piece on the top and just kind of make that my own as well. But that'll be a whole new video. But I do just want to see you know, how this all looks and turns out. Okay guys, so I have this piece up here. It's 2 coats of paint. This piece is cut and stained and ready to get put on, but first I'm gonna get all of these pieces on here. I did go through these, and I did cut a lot of them a little too long. So I'm gonna have to go back through and trim all of these down as I put them in, I decided. Then I have my glue here, and we're gonna time lapse getting all the wood in there. What do y'all think of this? So I got the side end, the front. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then it's kind of dark on this side. Hopefully you guys can see. I'll do better inside too. And then so we're gonna let this set. I'm gonna let this glue dry really good, and then we're gonna take it in and we're gonna get the top put on. So I'm getting excited, you guys. My vision is coming to life. So I absolutely love this. It turned out so good. And now all I have to do to every piece is seal them. So that is our next step.